We have no viewers yet. What is my bow tie doing? Okay, we still have no viewers. We still have no viewers. We still have no viewers. What time is it? It is a hair past a freckle. We still have no viewers. It is almost 7. It's 6. It's almost 6:55. Oh, it is 6:55. Hello, we have one viewer, one like, and one viewer. Greetings. Greetings. Wow, we still have no comments. I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi. Yes, I see you. Greetings. Are y'all hearing me okay? Because I turned off my Wi-Fi in the middle of this. Usually it doesn't like when I do that. Okay, great. I can hear me. Hello from Lake Palestine. Hello from Jacksonville, Texas. Yes. I have no idea what I'm going to do in this live. I just did a random spontaneous live. But yeah. Do y'all want... Okay, I have a question for y'all about tomorrow's video. Because, oh, and also I've got my voice back. I did end up sleeping with this heating pad on all night. I turned it on low because I wasn't about to melt my face off. So, I turned it on low all night long. The low setting is 120 degrees. Medium is 165 degrees. And high is 190 degrees. Anyway, and I did find out that this is from 1927. And I also found out that it does have a normal plug on it. It was just blended in with the light socket thing. But the light socket adapter did come with the thing. So, there's that. Yes, but for tomorrow's video, I'm going to ask y'all, would y'all like... Well, okay, I'll just ask y'all anyway. How many of y'all have seen that video on the chamber stove? Like, that lady's video on the chamber stove. Anybody? Anybody here? Anybody seen that video? Know what I'm talking about? No, yes, maybe, so? No, I have not. Oh, okay, dang. Wow. Anyway, there's this video of this lady with this old stove, and she basically has this little flippy thing on it, and she makes sausages and stuff, and anyway. But I'm thinking of, because, like, her video, so TikTok and Instagram and all that always, like, sweeps my videos under the rug. They don't push them out like they used to. Anyway, I noticed on her video, she didn't even say anything, and she has like 855,000 likes on her video, and it's just about an old stove, like an old chamber stove, and I'm like, well, I have so many old appliances. What do y'all think if I featured a new appliance once a week, maybe, and I did just a video, like, with no talking, and, like, why I like the appliances and stuff? So, like, for instance, I do, like, this is my 1917 Hughes electric range. I wouldn't say anything, but it'd be like, this is my 1917 Hughes electric range, and this is why I like it. It has this feature, this feature, this feature, and you can do this with it. And anyway, once a week I could do one of my appliances or whatever. Do y'all like that idea, or is that just me? What do y'all think? Because I'm posting for y'all. I mean, I'm just living my life, but posting for y'all little snippets of my life. Because people are always like, do you really live there? I'm like, well, it's not for show. I mean, like, yeah. Yeah, because I'm not going to waste time and money here if I didn't, you know? Anyway. But yeah, I was thinking about that. Anyway. And yesterday in the video I posted about my new heating pad, I got several comments. They were new people, I would imagine. But I got several comments that are like, somebody said something about burning my house down or whatever. And I'm like, if only you knew that I built an apparatus and sent wireless electricity 918.6 miles to Chicago, Illinois. And like all these appliances I have here, I'm the one that restored them, and I keep them running. So for those of y'all that are new, that's the T. I keep all of this working myself. And if it doesn't work when I get it, I fix it. And usually if it's not working when I get it, it's for cheap. So, and I can just tinker with some things on it and it'll work. Thank you for the tip. And people are always like, "Oh, you live back in 1926. It's 2026. It's called free will. Isn't it amazing to have free will?" Anyway, y'all could too. But I am spicy today. Pardon me, because I'm kind of like sick. I have like, I don't know what I have. It's some kind of drainage something. Anyway, so let's see. Okay. But I have like a drainage something or other. And I've been running fever on and off. Well, not like a bad fever, but anyway, it's making me, what's the word for this? Like, I don't feel all there with the program sometimes. But I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'll live. I hope. Knock on wood. I'm gonna get a drink because I want one. I need to time this clock. That chime reminded me of this. Yes, I am congested. Yes. Yes. And now it's hot in here and I'm going to have to take off my coat. I'm getting a drink. I'm putting it on a tripod if y'all are wondering. I want milk. That's what I want. Excuse me. Okay. Let me go ahead and answer some questions, and then I'll probably do something like play the accordion. Okay. Whoa. Maybe you're allergic to dust mites. No, there's not a lot of dust up here, surprisingly. Because actually, believe it or not, I do clean. Who? What is this person saying? Yes. Ever play the spoons? Only when I cook. But it's... Play the accordion, please. Okay, I'll try. It's that time of year for stuffy noses. Play the accordion, please. Okay, I've seen that twice. Let me get my accordion out of my closet that's full of everything under the sun. So, when I moved up here, I just burped, excuse me. When I moved up here, there was a modern fridge, a modern stove up here. The modern stove set where my fridge is back here, and the fridge set over by my Hughes electric range. They're both now in that closet. They took up residence in that closet when I moved up here because I was like, I don't like this modern stuff. Also, there's a rocking chair in there. There's an icebox in there. There's a banjo. There's a clarinet. There's a violin. There's a saxophone. There's an accordion. There is there's a table, a dining room table. What else is in there? There's a few crates. My carbon microphone is in there. Would y'all like me to sing a song on the carbon microphone? I'll get to that in a second because I can't see the comments. And also, I'm procrastinating. Let me get my accordion. I call this my Fibber McGee closet. Oh, and we'll do some electrical experiments too. Oh my gosh, okay. Did I just see like a... Excuse me, did you just do that? Did I just see light coming through this door? Oh, that's a nail. When did a nail get in this door? And what is this hole? Why am I just now seeing this? Ooh. Okay. Let me get my accordion after ADD. ADHD. What? Squirrel. Okay. Okay, let me undo the doodads on the doodad. So my dad got this at a garage sale when I was 11, and I taught myself how to play it. You know, I have my ring light. I can go ahead. Let me go get my phone charger and plug my ring light in so y'all can see better. Hang on one sec. I'll be right back. my charger go? Here's one end of it. It literally ran away. Where is my charger? Where is my charger? What in the fiddlesticks? Where did it go? Bruh. There it is. Oh my gosh. I almost dropped my accordion. Okay, I'm back. Let me plug in this thing so I can have the ring light. It's toasty in here. Speaking of toast, I need bread. What are you doing? What is this? No, stop. Get on my arm. Stupid. Yeah, no. Hush. Okay. Let me plug in my tripod. I think I'm gonna plug it in over here on my messy counter. Then I will turn on the tripod. Ah, that's bright. Okay. Now I'm going to assume accordion position. And then I'm going to proceed to butcher this song. Why is this twisted? I just noticed while I was playing this, I have a random pineapple on my fridge. What is this and why is it here? Okay, you know, back in the old days, pineapples were a symbol of hospitality. If you put one by the door of a room, it was a symbol of like welcomeness, like hospitality. So that's what pineapples used to symbolize back in the day. That's why they would always have like the little chandelier pineapples and stuff, because that was a symbol of hospitality. Anyway, that's that. I can attempt to play my song. I'm gonna butcher it though, pretty bad. But I figured it out. Ooh. Okay, now I'm done with the accordion. I got tired of it, so I'm gonna go put it up. Okay. Oh yes, and then we have to do experiments, electrical experiments, because y'all just love electrical experiments, and everybody gives me a hard time if I don't do them, and I want to do them. And why is my cord caught on the cabinet, and where is this camera even pointing? Okay, great. Let me back this up some. Wow, the ADHD is ADHDing right now. Let me put this pineapple back on top of the fridge and move my accordion back into the Fibber McGee closet, and then I will pull out the oscilloscope and the signal generator, and then I also need a coil. Wow, whoa. They put crack in that milk or what? Okay, what am I doing? I am getting this out of this, and then I will put this on the table, and then I will I will continue with mad science stuff. Gosh, I talk a lot. Okay, let me. Okay, there. That works. Great. Wonderful. Are y'all laughing at me? Oh, yes. Somebody's eating popcorn. Ah! Almost died. Oh, that's right. This stupid cord is stupid. I forgot about that. I still need to buy a new 5. Is this 5 volt? How many amps is this? 5 volt. 2 amp. I need to buy a new one of these. I had to kind of just redneck the cord a little bit because, like, what is that? What is that, bro? Let me move my heating pad. Yes. Somewhere. I'm not going to put it in the abyss because I'll never see it again. So I'm going to go put this in my bedroom. Okay, that works. Now I'm going to come back in here and then I'm going to set up for this experiment. Ow! That chair is mean. Okay, I'm going to move this over here. People are always like, who did your flowers? Hobby Lobby did, and I picked them out and I put them in here and they're fake. Hobby Lobby. Me and Hobby Lobby. Yes, I did my flower arrangements. I need to take this back to the hotel. One of the guests gave this to me. I don't know why, but they did. And I had it in their pocket. And anyway, okay, let me shut this door. Ah, I can't do that because this is in my way. Okay, I also need to get the coil. The coil. Okay, I've got the coil. Now I'm going to put the coil on the table. Great, wonderful. Okay. Wow. Okay. What am I doing? What am I even doing? Why am I dancing around the table? Let me move the Advil. That's probably why I'm feeling so good, because I took Advil. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Somebody tried to call me. I hope the sound didn't go off. Hang on. Sorry, somebody tried to call me and I had to I had to close YouTube and open it back up again. Anyway, so that's what happened. I hope the audio is back now. How was the 1927? It was good. I started out the live explaining how it was. Okay. Yes, I am fine. And I will probably sleep with it all night again tonight. And you can tell I have my voice back today. Okay, now we're going to set up for this experiment. Let me find... Did that light just get brighter? Or did I just like... Whoa. Okay. So this is a fluorescent tube. It's a 13-watt fluorescent tube. Usually you put it in a ballasted fixture. Usually powered by high voltage. Let's go ahead and set up this experiment. So I'm going to... Oh, there's my top hat. Great. So... Okay, a lot of y'all ask me questions about the magnifying transmitter. For those of y'all who want to know about the magnifying transmitter and more about it in depth, this is your chance. Share this video, get it out to your friends, text it to your friends, because I'm about to answer questions about the magnifying transmitter. Well, I'm about to tell y'all basically how it works. So, anyway, but share this, because this is going to be important. So... Because a lot of people keep asking me, what's the purpose of the magnifying transmitter, and blah, 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 and I've answered it a bunch of times. So now is the time that I'm going to answer it. Okay, so basically with the magnifying transmitter, everything in the universe has a vibration, a rate of vibration. What is this? I am 5'9". Thank you for the tip. Anyway, but... Everything in the universe vibrates. It is hot in here. Sorry. Everything in the universe vibrates. You have atoms and molecules. Protons, neutrons, electrons. That means that everything is electricity. Electricity vibrates, alternating current. Direct current doesn't have a frequency. That's pretty much the only thing that doesn't. But anyway, everything else is like alternating current. It's in the name. It alternates. It goes back and forth. It vibrates. Vibration. Anyway, so if everything is vibrating, then if you match everything's vibration, like you match one object's vibration, you can affect it in different ways. Just like a singer sings and can shatter a glass at the right frequency. So, anyway, if the singer, okay, if we have a singer matching the glass's resonant frequency and the glass shatters, that is a real scenario, by the way. Anyway, if we have the singer singing and shattering the glass, that is called resonance. The glass now can be labeled as Y and the opera singer labeled as X. So now we can plug anything into the universe into Y. Why is this person arguing with me? Then what does alternating current mean, smart one? Anyway, and thanks for the tip. But really, like, what does it mean? If you want to sit here and argue with me. So anyway, AC means alternating current. Alternating. Now I'm going to explain why, and you're about to see why too with this thing. So just hold your horses, and I will prove to you that it alternates. Anyway, so basically, where was I? Anything can in the universe can replace Y, the glass, and X can be a source of frequency generation, whether it be like by sound, by light, by electricity. Anyway, so now that we understand that, that is called resonance. Frequency can corresponds directly into wavelength. So if you tap the surface of water, the rate at which you tap over time is the frequency. Frequency is vibration over time. You know, when you tap the calm, still surface of water, how you get the donut rings that go around and like go from the source of tap? That is wavelength. That is frequency and wavelength. The faster you tap, that's high frequency, because fast tapping, high frequency produces short wavelengths. Just like violet light is high frequency but short wavelengths. Okay, if you tap slower, you get longer wavelengths. Low frequency is long wavelength. Red light is low frequency, which has long wavelengths. Anyway, so that's how frequency and wavelengths correspond. Are y'all with me so far? Okay, great. Anyway, okay, well, you're about to see. Somebody saying something, no, I don't curse. But anyway, some people just can't get it. They can't get with the program, so they think everything is fake. Yeah, whatever. Okay, some people think I'm on drugs, but I'm speaking facts. And for those of y'all who can actually comprehend, y'all know. Anyway, but other people just want to joke and try to be the class clown. And where are you in life right now? Not doing what you want, when you want, how you want, and making money. Wow, that was evil. I like it. But anyway, so that is how that works. Now, basically, so with the magnifying transmitter, I wanted to send electricity wirelessly through the earth. Anyway, what I did, I found the resonant frequency of the earth. So just like okay, this can be determined with math. So with the magnifying transmitter, I'm gonna compare it with a simile. So basically, a clapper is to a bell as the magnifying transmitter is to the earth. So when the clapper strikes the bell, it makes it ring out. And it's not just one section of the bell that rings out. The last two guess you heard or no. Oh, okay. Anyway, but when you strike a bell with a clapper, it doesn't just ring one section of a bell. It rings the whole bell. Now, if you take the magnifying transmitter and strike the earth, it doesn't just ring one section of the earth. It rings the whole earth. What you have to do is you have to use a harmonic or a harmony, like in music, because everything is basically music, of Earth's natural frequency. So basically, the mass of the Earth determines its frequency. If you actually got right on to the point, the fundamental frequency of the Earth, the coil would have to be huge. So what you have to do is use a harmonic or a harmony of that frequency. So you can shrink it down and compress the coil. But there are limitations after a while of how much you can compress this coil, well, the transmitting in. Anyway, so with that, basically, that is how I sent electricity to Chicago. Now, when I sent the electricity to Chicago, my friend Nick Matsukas in Chicago wound a receiver coil tuned to a fourth of the wavelength of the frequency I was transmitting at. Back then, I was using a coil, and it wasn't ideal either, because I found out later, like, I miscalculated, and it wasn't an on-the-spot harmonic. But I was using 168,000 hertz, or 168,000 vibrations per second. That's a frequency. So anyway, with that, your quarter wavelength, or fourth of the wavelength, fourth of the height of the wavelength, is 1,464.2857 feet. That's a actual measurement. So that's how much wire had to be wound on the secondary coil. That's how much wire should have been on the extra coil, but for some reason I didn't do that. So the extra coil was off the chart. It didn't have anything to do with this transmission. This was solely on the secondary coil and the primary coil that sent this transmission to Chicago very inefficiently. It sent it by force, basically. It wasn't making anything resonate. It was just pure force. Anyway, but had the extra coil been in tune, we can think of this coil as an extra coil, and the signal generator I have over here as the secondary and primary coil of the magnifying transmitter. Because the secondary and primary coil of the magnifying transmitter is basically just like a signal generator, except it's specially for this coil. So, or this system. The bottom of the secondary connects into the earth. Also, I did not have an ideal ground on the earth when I did this, and it still worked. Anyway, but the ground for my new magnifying transmitter is it's a 15-foot long metal casing. It's made up of like steel drums, 55-gallon barrels welded together, and it hits the groundwater, the aquifer. So that's a very low impedance ground, and that will be ideal this time around. The last time I only used a few ground rods. Don't even know how it worked, but it did. And I have video documentation of that if y'all would like to go watch the light flicker in Chicago. And I know it was me because the flickering corresponded with when I threw the switch and how the spark gap was working. So anyway, now that we understand the magnifying transmitter, so I've tuned into Earth, basically a harmonic of Earth's natural electrical frequency, kind of like lightning, but it's man-made and making the whole Earth ring. So basically, with that, you have to have receiver coils, which are like little step-down transformers. Anyway, so that is basically how this system works. Now, I'm going to show you how efficient it is, because I always get asked, how much loss is there? How efficient is it? When your coils are in tune, it's very efficient. So here is this coil. We can compare this to the extra coil on the magnifying transmitter, the third coil that sits in the center. And by the way, Nikola Tesla actually used magnifying transmitters, not the 2-coil Tesla coils that we call Tesla coils today. He actually used a magnifying transmitter. If you look up the Colorado Springs magnifying transmitter, it's the same thing that I'm building, just kind of scaled down. Anyway, so here we can think of this as an extra coil. Now I gotta go get a plug. Ow, I just ran into my table. Okay, here is a plug. I'm going to plug in this oscilloscope and this signal generator. I'm plugging in the oscilloscope now. No, I'm not. I just dropped that. Okay. Oscilloscope is plugged in. We'll go ahead and turn it on. It's got a boot up and everything. And I'm also going to plug in the signal generator after I fix this stupid cord. Why is this cord stupid? Okay, that was our oscilloscope. Okay, now I'm going to plug in the signal generator. And I hope this cord... This is stupid. How does this even... What? Okay. And for purposes of capacitance, I can use a fork and call this a tuning fork. Okay, so this can go on here. So this coil is free, see? So basically, this is the oscilloscope right here. If I touch this lead, it should mess with the waveform, but it's not because this plug is crappy. Come on. Okay, let me connect the fork in to this. Okay, there we go. So this is our oscilloscope right here. This is going to let us see our waveform and everything, if this cord is going to work. Can you just work? Yes, I think that will be good. Okay. Here's our waves. Great. See, when I touch the fork now, the waveform changes. Let me turn off the ring light. Do y'all prefer the ring light on or off? Ring light on or off? On. Okay, on, off. Because I'm trying to have y'all see this. Like, so, let me get this coil out of the way. Okay. I was saying off, on. Okay. This is the fork that the signal generator is connected into, or the oscilloscope is connected into. Can y'all see this waveform, how it changes when I touch the fork? Can y'all see it like change? Okay, good. So y'all really want the ring light back on? Why won't my ring light turn on? Hang on. I had to unplug it and plug it back in. And I'm going to have to do that with this. Okay. So y'all like it on like this? Yes? No? Is this good? Okay. Great. So now we're going to take this coil. This is where our signal generator comes in. We're generating a signal with this thing. So this is the signal generator. See, we have 5 volts feeding this. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Okay. Just turned itself off. I gotta get a new cord for this. Okay. Now, because I don't have the proper connectors and everything, I'm just going to take the bottom wire from this coil right here and plug it into channel 1 on the center of the signal generator thing. Okay, it is now plugged in. Let me move the oscilloscope where y'all can still see it. Signal generator just turned itself off, and okay, there. Now I need to move. Dadgummit, why is everything always okay? This can come here. Good. Okay. This needs to. We can just put this right up here, actually. Okay, that's all this is the fork and the oscilloscope. See how it changes when I touch that? Great. Y'all can see now. Now this right here is plugged in there. Y'all can see, y'all up with everything, right? Y'all can see everything? Can y'all see everything okay? Y'all understand what's going on right here? I am not rich. Nice try. But anyway, even if I was, it's none of your business, and what's it to you? Go live your own life. Don't try to live mine for me. Okay, great. Y'all can see? Now, I am going to adjust this. If having $6 in your bank account is rich, then by all means, I'm rich. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn up the volts to about 10 volts. And now I'm going to start playing with the frequency. So we're going to go to 1 megahertz in just a minute. Here we go. 1 megahertz. See how the wave just got bigger? 2 megahertz. Oh, the wave is getting even bigger. See? Can y'all see the wave? Now let's go up to 3 megahertz. Okay, it shrunk the wave, see? So we got to go back to 2 right there. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to go to the other decimal place. Okay, it likes... Wait, can we go? Okay, hang on. Now we got to adjust the intensity of this so I can actually see the wave. See, when I get close to the coil, it affects it too. See, because we're tuning to resonance is what's happening. Okay, it did not, okay. That's where it favors, okay, wait. That's making a bigger wave there. Okay, now we got to fine tune. That's shrinking the wave, so I think we're going to be in tune about right there. This is at 10 volts. Let's see if we're in tune. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it up to 20 volts. And try this. Oh, there we go. Let me turn off the ring light. Let me turn off the overhead lights. Okay. Well, maybe I can turn on the ring light dim. Oh, I got too close. Hang on. Let me come back. Let me adjust the frequency some more. Hang on one sec. Go back to this one. Okay, yeah, that's... There we go. I'm adjusting it off of brightness now. I believe... Oh, excuse me, you better light again. Okay, oh, there, okay. Yeah, it's very picky. Let me go ahead and turn on the light so y'all can... This stupid ring light. Okay. Can y'all still see the light bulb lighting up right now? And now it's off, of course. This thing is very picky. Hang on. I gotta get it at just the right place to make it light. Let me play with the frequency some more. It was like 19... Oh, and I can look at the wave, I guess. Yeah, there. Okay. We turn down this light, this ring light. There we go. So y'all can see some of the stuff. And see, like, this is only 20 volts, so I can technically do this. And put my phone on this coil, and it doesn't do anything. See, I can't feel it because it's only 20 volts. But because it is at its resonant frequency, it's more efficient, and I can light bulbs off of it like that. See, so this is basically, and you can see the waves of alternating current to that person who said, that's not what AC means. Think again. Yeah, it is wireless charging. Duh. But it's proof of concept. Do you live in a cave? Anyway, this is just 20 volts of electricity. And it's only, so the signal generator, see, is going in channel 1 right here. Ooh, it doesn't like when I touch it. See, it detunes it. Anyway, it's going in right here to channel 1 of the signal generator, and then going through this coil. When I get close, it detunes it because it's resonance. Anyway, the magnifying transmitter, with the magnifying transmitter, basically, this is like the extra coil, and the secondary coil or the outer coils are like that signal generator, except with that system it is optimized for through the ground transmission, so the bottom of the signal generator part or the secondary coil connects into the earth. The top of it connects into the extra coil, which is just like the signal generator connecting into this coil. So anyway, but yeah, so that's what's going on. And I can actually hear this. It's whistling. And we don't need the signal generator anymore. I mean, I keep calling this a signal generator, but you know what I mean. You probably have no idea what I mean. The oscilloscope, I can take that away. I just went ahead and turned it off now because we don't need it anymore. We've tuned this coil. So, in fact, I can unplug this. And it better not turn off my signal generator because, oh my god, it turned off the... I think it was like... Okay, so now I have to reset that whole frequency, but I think I remember it. It was 1920 something or other. Okay, so, well, now that I know the resonant frequency of this coil, I can move it front and center, and y'all can see how I do this. So, you see it's plugged in right here to channel 1 on the signal generator. Just by this little one wire. This is one wire. There's no return path because it's alternating back and forth. Anyway, so now we're going to put this bulb on here, and I believe It was at about 1920, so we'll go 1 megahertz and then 9 and then 20. That should be, of course that wasn't it. Okay, now I've got to figure out which, you know what, let's just fiddle with it until it starts working. Okay, I did it. Wait, that was, okay, yeah, there it went. Come on. Oh, and what's also cool, let me go get a big light bulb. This one it'll have to be in very good tune for. I don't know if I've tuned it in that close, but we'll see. Here is just a regular fluorescent bulb, see? Let me go ahead and try it. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Let me go ahead and play with the frequency some more. Oh, it didn't like that. Okay, wait, it didn't like that either. Let's fine tune this. Okay, it only likes a certain spot of this. There we go. Let's see if I can set it on here and just leave. There we go. Yep, there we go. Okay, let me back up with that. Turn on the light so y'all can see. There it is. Let me actually, why haven't I taken the phone off the tripod? Let me flip the camera and just show y'all. So here is that fluorescent tube. See, my phone is blurry, but there are the ends of it. Here's the coil. The coil is going into the signal generator. Here's the other end of the bulb. This is a burnt out bulb. You can see the blackened ends. So it's burnt out, but it's still exciting the gas in there. This is our resonant frequency right there. 1 megahertz or 1.9 megahertz. Megahertz is million hertz, basically. And we're at 20 volts on a sine wave. Clean lens, okay. We're at 20 volts on a sine wave. Still didn't clean the lens. 20 volts on a sine wave. Let me turn off, there it is. Let me turn off this ring light. Stupid ring light, okay, there. And if I get close, it'll detune, watch. See? Why are you asking, do I take safety precautions? This is 20 volts of electricity. I know how to, oh, never mind, I'm not even going to bother with it. Wonder if I can set this on the table and have it still glow. Or I'll just set it on my, wait a minute. Okay, no, it didn't like that. Let me relight it like a candle. Let me get the smaller one again. That is going to roll off the table. Hang on. Just stay right there. Okay, here's the smaller one. Oh, it doesn't like this. Okay, yeah, it does. You can see the waves in there. Hang on one sec. Let me get it to focus, and you can see the waves of alternating current. I don't know if you can see those waves in there. A strong EMF output. Do I have a... Well, no, it doesn't really. The electromagnetic field surrounds this coil right here, basically. You can also see it alternating both ways in there. See, it's going both ways because it's vibrating, alternating current. Now to that person who argued with me about what is alternating current, what do you think now? How many coils is that? One. This is one coil right there plugged into the signal generator. At what voltage would you need protection? Well, really, let me show you something. He said evilly, and then went to his Fibber McGee closet the second to get an apparatus and scare everybody. Show everybody something. So this is about 100,000 volts that I'm about to show you, but I'm going to transform it into, well, you would get 75,000 volts per inch. We have 8 inches, and we get 75,000 volts per inch. That'd be about, I'm not doing math because I'm terrible at math, but you can do the math. Okay, now it is time for y'all's favorite machine, the Diathermy machine. And then after this, I gotta post my YouTube video for the day, which is me playing the player piano because I didn't really feel like posting anything else today. We'll go ahead and unplug the signal generator, plug in the Diathermy machine. Good. I'll just go ahead and turn it y'all's way so y'all can see. Move the signal generator somewhere. That signal generator can also be used to tune magnifying transmitters and other coils. I need to fix this. Okay, this can connect into there. I can just twist and it'll work. Okay, loose connection, but it'll work. This can come over here. This may turn. So this apparatus is from the 1930s. Is it on? Perfect. Oh, that's lighting that without even doing it. Okay. Now, I'll just put this, let's put this through here. This will hold it nicely. I need to adjust this more. Why is this? Okay, let's work on this for just a minute. I gotta untape this and just pull this a little bit more. That should be nice. That's our problem. It's shorting down here in these turns. That would have made this work better too if I had known it was shorting down there. Still shorting over here. It's getting better. That's not better. Okay, this needs to be spaced better. Now we're getting arcing through these. Okay, let's, come on, coil. Still arcing there. What is going on with you, coil? No, I don't have time for this. Bad coil. Stupid butt cheese from outer space. Stop!
What out?
Okay, we got that there. No, I said no. No, you are not allowed to do that. Dadgummit, you stupid butt. Ow. We're almost done with this. Okay, that's more promising than the last time. No, that is not more promising. That was stupid. That was stupid butt. Okay, we need this to come up here. God bless America. You stupid duty head. I like that. That works. That's nice. Okay. Now, we're going to turn off the lights. Turn off the light, Mr. Moon Man. Go and hide your face behind a cloud. So what was that question again? How many volts will kill you? Well, it's not the volts that kills you. It's the volts and the amps and the frequency. So technically, okay, let's do math. Let's not do math. I don't want to do math. Somebody in the comments, what is 75,000 times 8? Because for 75,000, that is how many volts it takes for electricity to jump an inch in the open air. Is 75,000. 75,000 volts of electricity will jump an inch in the open air. So, 75,000 times 8. Anybody? Somebody? That is not right. 600,000? No? 60,000? Which one is it? No, it isn't. It is not 60,000. That's less than 75,000. It's 600,000. Okay. 600,000. It's 5,000 volts per... Okay, well, okay. No, it isn't. It is? No, it isn't. That's per centimeter. 600,000. So this would be about 600,000 volts up here. Let me turn off the ring light. Okay, that's that. Let's get some other things. There's some more fun things. Who wants to see an x-ray of my hand? Because I noticed in the last videos where I did this, y'all thought it was just a bright light. Boy, are y'all about to find out that it wasn't. Okay, so for my x-ray, my friend Griffin makes these tubes. He said somebody else was copying him and claiming them as his own. I just want to let y'all know that Griffin is the originator of these tubes. The 1A21 Desmatron tube. Here it is. Anyway, that's it. It's just this tube with a little aluminum electrode in there. You can see the aluminum electrode. That's it. And it has this banana plug on the end. What I'm going to do is twist this wire where the voltage or the electricity was jumping out around the base of this. I do have a socket, but I don't want to use it because I don't know where I put it. Now, you will note, if you see white dots on the screen, that is radiation. It is an unheard of kind of radiation. It is not harmful, believe it or not. Anyway, here we go. So, right there is where we're going to get our x-ray. Can y'all see white dots hitting the screen? Are we seeing white dots hitting the screen or no? If not, then okay. Let's go ahead and get our intensifying screen. Here is our intensifying screen right here. It should light up green. Oh, and I've got to turn off this light in here. Okay, this is green, see? My hand's going to go back there. Why is my tripod... Why did it turn on the tripod? God. Okay, I had to unplug that. Here we go. Can y'all see that okay? Let me get y'all closer. was that. Did y'all see that okay? Sometimes, for some people's phones, it doesn't pick up that for some reason. Did y'all see the bones in my hand? Yes, no, maybe so? You are not blind. Yes, y'all saw it. So, for the people saying that that was just a bright light, you're mistaken. Anyway, now, let's see, what else shall I do? Ooh, my phone's about to die. Sad. Okay, let's go ahead and, yes, that was the bones in my hand. We can also play a game. Do y'all want to play a game? Do you want to play a game? Sorry, I watched too many scary movies. Let's play a game. Okay, we're going to play a game. I am going to make y'all, or I'm going to, here we go. I'm going to come and I'm going to put something in. I've already put something in here. There is something inside this box. And you can hear it rattling around in there. I'm going to seal this box up. There are no holes in this box, you see. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to come over here. I still have this box. I'm going to try to keep everything in the same position. Just hold the intensifying screen in front of this, like this. This is how I'm going to hold it, right like that. I'm going to turn this on and then turn the light off. Wait, you can kind of already see it, actually. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the light off. Now, tell me what is in this box. Can y'all tell me what is in this box? Inside this box right here. Yes, it is a spoon. That's it. Now let me turn the lights back on. Yes, it was a spoon. In fact, I'll take it out of here. Here it is. But yes, so for those of y'all saying it was a bright light, it's not a bright light. It's an X-ray apparatus. Anyway, but yeah. So, well, with my phone almost being dead, sadly, I have to end the live here. But maybe I'll go live tomorrow. Maybe, possibly. Depending on how I feel. But, most likely. So, I guess I'm going to tell y'all goodbye. Oh, y'all want me to sing? I'll sing tomorrow. Actually, I'll sing today in today's YouTube video. After I get off here, I'm going to post it. I'm going to upload it. So be on the lookout for my newest YouTube video, which may or may not be me singing and playing a song on the player piano. But yes, okay, well, bye.